honestly.
Yes, people, welcome to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I'm joined by my two fellow co-hosts, Yan City and Ryan. First and foremost, we apologize for the lateness. Yan City was cooking, so that's why he was late, and now she's having a snack. She's there with a pot noodle, fork, showing all 48 teeth. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely loving it with the braids and that. She's loving it. Her team's in the Champions League final. But yes, love to everyone who's supporting the channel. And let me introduce my co-hosts proper that make the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A what it is. This is why we give you the show twice a week. Not only do you get it Wednesday midweek, you always get it Sunday night as well. So introducing first my YouTube younger bro. My younger bro in life. Forget YouTube. My younger bro in life. Hilarious, funny, one of the most underrated YouTubers out here easily. Only bad thing about him is that he's a Liverpool fan. You know what I'm saying? But my G, Ryan, what are you telling me? You good?
Once again, bro, king of intros, you king of intros, my guy. I loved how you said underrated YouTuber, because obviously when you've been called an overrated YouTuber by the other co-host before, it's nice to get your flowers from the other co-host. So,
of course, man. I'm gonna give you the flowers, the whole bouquet, fam. You know what I'm saying? Hello,
even
underrated.
Though I always say she's the female Graham Potter of YouTube, innit? The most underrated female YouTuber. I get called overrated, so it's like, it's cool, innit?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And you already know we spoke privately off air when I've told you how good you are at this. And like, if you wasn't good, I wouldn't have you here, type of thing like that. You know how highly I rate you. You know what I mean? Even though we dons and that, forget all that. You're very cold at what you doing that. And big up. Before I introduce, actually, I will introduce the second co-host, even though you know who she is, the queen of Sarcasm City. Again, one of the most underrated out here. You literally see her on, I think she does as many shows as I do, which is crazy. Her work ethic is absolutely nuts. Her knowledge of the game is absolutely crazy. She's very happy that Manchester City are in the Champions League final for the first time. I'm genuinely happy for her, as I told her. Even though I hope Manchester City lose, I'm genuinely happy for her as a brethren. So introducing the lovely Yan City. How you doing? She over there blowing on her noodles.
Fantastic, thank you. Thanks for the fantastic intro.
You're very welcome.
It's what it is. Yeah, I think everyone wants Man City to lose this final, apart from Pep, the players, and the Man City fans.
Yeah, it's because people are tired of you winning. That's what it is, and that's
I want Man City to win just because of this bloody comment here.
I don't. So big up the big guy who dropped. Not only is he a member, he's also dropped a super chat straight from the jump. So I really appreciate that, my guy. He says, by my maths, including the ones that will come late in the panel, 4 finalists. Why is Ryan here? That's a valid point.
You know what pisses me off there? Why couldn't we have done these streams in the last 2 years in it? Do you know how much Chester would have been? How much Chester would have had doing it in the past 2 years in it? Year we won Champions League, and last year when we won the Prem. But no, as soon as I start streams, Liverpool have to become shit in it. Like
you preaching to the goddamn choir. Imagine what I would have been like in the 90s or the early 2000s when we were in trebles and shit.
Oh, when you were stat padding titles in the
90s. Yeah. Imagine it was like David Moyes in chasing Champions League and Brendan Rodgers and all these guys. What you talking about then? You know what I'm saying? You got David Moyes, and Brendan Rodgers chasing top 4. Chris Wilder last year would have finished in the top 4 if it wasn't for Corona.
Exactly. Challenging for the title next season.
Sure. Yeah, but big up the big guy for the super chat. And Ryan's here because he's one of our dons. He is the odd one out, because his team, you get me, their season ended mid-April. It's now May, you know what I mean? And we move on that. Their fall off has been, huge, which is fantastic from a Manchester United fan point, because we don't really have much to shout about. So the things that bring me joy, because I'm just a petty asshole, as you all know if you know me, is
the thing that brings the thing that brings Flawless the most joy is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, innit?
Yeah, he brings me as much joy as Salah does to you, innit? You know what I'm saying? As you enjoy watching Salah when you're in the cup end.
If Salah scores the winner against you lot next Thursday, I'm singing the most Salah song on the watch along, innit?
You bet. All right, here's a bet. If he scores the winner against us, you have to sing it on the Q&A.
Yeah, I will do.
Before we start the show. All right, cool. All right, bet. Yeah. Definitely, it's a bet. But like I start every single show, people, on Sarcasm City TV. Love to everybody supporting. It's much appreciated. You lot make the channel what it is, and have helped the helped the channel grow expeditiously. Like, it's ridiculous, like the growth of this channel in such a short space of time, and how you like all the shows, you like all the hosts, etc., in it. So love to everybody who supports the channel. Like, it's much appreciated. If you're watching via the Twitter on the Periscope, make sure you retweet the tweet and like the tweet. Vitally important you do that. Retweet, hit the like button. Make sure you follow Ryan, Yan City, and myself, and the Sarcasm City Twitter. All our accounts are tagged in the tweet, so it's important that you do that. If you're watching via the Facebook, make sure you like the video and make sure you share it. And to anybody who's watching live right now or watching back, if you are active on Facebook, like the Sarcasm City TV page in it. So it's at Sarcasm City TV on Facebook and at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter. We're trying to hit 1K followers on at Sarcasm City TV, and we've got almost 3K on here. So if you are active on Twitter, please like the Sarcasm City TV Twitter page. And equally as important, if you're watching via the YouTube, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Very important you do that. Let's get them likes up. Mods, please let me know in the comments how many likes we're on and get everybody liking the video. Make sure you share it as well. Click that share button, all them apps that pop up, anything you're active on, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can share it to your WhatsApp status, WhatsApp groups, wherever in it. Share it, Snapchat, the whole nine. And equally as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, because when you subscribe to the channel, you hit the notification bell. Go on, fam.
If you want to, see a waved me, a waved Jan City, a waved Flawless on a stream, then subscribe, man, because when we get to 3K, that's going to happen, innit?
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to do the 3K party and we're all going to be mashed up.
I mean, Yanti's getting waved right now.
Yeah. She's enjoying it now, innit? Look at her, innit? She is absolutely wankered, but we move.
Why is it Yanti?
That Champions League final, I'm going to be plastered because there's no way I can watch that sober. And it's one of them. The only way I'm going to watch that sober is if I'm in the stadium watching it, because there is no way I'm going to be able to watch that sober. And then
I always feel more calmer at a game.
Yeah, it's a lot better at games. Yeah. I don't know how people watch like that Aguero goal
on TV.
I would have turned it off.
We got ice in our veins, not that Aguero one, but yeah. Like, we got ice in our veins, it's different. But yes, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like Ryan mentioned, it's road to 3K. So as soon as you get us to 3K, we're having that Sarcasm City Sports Q&A 3K party, and we're going to be waved in it. I'm going to be waved, Yan City will be waved, Ryan will be waved, and we'll be waved going into it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do.
That'll be mad, that one. I can't wait.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before as well, people, if you are a member of the channel, your comments take priority like a super chat. So if you see me answering the same questions, bringing up the same names on the screen all the time, it's because if you are a member, your comments take priority like a super chat. If you want to become a member of the channel, the link is underneath in the description of the video. Also as well, regarding perks, one of the perks is that you get, sorry, I'm just trying to get it up there. One of the perks is you get shout out to the start of show. So I'm literally trying to get the list up. And if you haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, what it is, you can ask any question. So it's anything sport, any sport, past or present, you can put to one of us or three of us or two out of three of us. Of course, we'll be talking about an all-English Champions League final and the potential to be an all-English Europa League final as well. Has that ever happened before? Where we've had four English
it happened 2 years ago. Tottenham Liverpool Champions League final, Arsenal Chelsea Europa League final.
And we was from the fucking outside looking in, innit? It was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
This year, that's us, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? How the tables have turned.
No, this year, the two English teams looking from the outside are the two teams that were in the Champions League final that year.
That is mad.
How mad is that?
That's mad, you know.
That's mad the way football works, you know.
That is crazy when you say it like that. The two teams are not involved in in any European final, of the two teams that were in the Champions League final a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's madness.
That's crazy.
Mad.
And the two teams that weren't involved, one of them's now in the Champions League and one's in the Europa League.
Oh man, do you think Arsenal get through tomorrow? I think they do.
I think they get through. I think they get through.
They get a 1-0.
Yeah. Arsenal. Arsenal,
I don't know, you know.
I think if Villarreal score, Villarreal go through though. If Villarreal get an away goal, they'll go through, I reckon.
I can see extra time penalties if that happens. I just think Arsenal have too much because Villarreal ain't the best side, and one thing Arsenal do have. with Lacazette, Saka, Aubameyang, you have Martinelli, you have players to score you goals.
Do you feel Martinelli's a bit overrated? I'm not gonna lie. He
They
seems
hype him up because they have gone.
A techie passion merchant, you know.
A techie passion.
Oh my life.
Like a bit of a little techie passion merchant, you know. Like he's a good player in it, but the way Arsenal fans hype him up, it's like he's like the next coming of like fucking R9 or something. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a mazza.
Whenever I hear Arsenal fans big him up, it's always because of the energy, his work rate, and all that. See what I mean? Like techie passion merchant, innit?
He could be. I've not watched him enough. The thing is, with Arsenal fans, they've had nothing to hold on to. So the fact that he came in, he was good.
Bro.
Yeah, but it's Arsenal, innit? Like you don't have to do much to stand out. But yo, let me just big up all the members before we continue the show. So big up the big guy, 44 Progressions Project, Davey Fisher, Abel Efio, Zane, Scott Page, NB, Camps TV, Daniel and Tuchel, we trust. Man changed his name, you know. Junior Swag King, Taekwon, Nippon, Wayne Modes, SH, 40 Fantasy, OKW, my boy Deviant, J Socials, Eugene Amagash, Neville B, S Featley TV, Glazers Out, Winter Surfer, and of course my two co-hosts as well, who are also members, Yan City and Ryan. So let me run through all the comments quickly enough and get the likes up as well. So Nippon was here already. He's saying yes. Courtois in the mud. Perez in the mud. Obviously, Chelsea fans are gassed up to the max. Akin saying that rat Perez actually flew out to watch his team get smashed. Was he there? I'm not sure if he was there, you know.
Probably.
Madrid got put in a split, fam, for real. Nippon saying he's defending himself, saying I predict 1-0 to us, because he was saying Real Madrid to go through, actually. I'm saying, Nippon saying, he was telling me to hurry up. I can't wait to get Flawless Smoke, because, you know, we're going to live soon because we're waiting on Yan City. The big guy says, hey, Flawless, I want to defend my client, please. Yeah, man, say your piece, my guy. Say your piece. You already know. Dupe says, big up. We're going to get you on, obviously, because you're a member and you're one of the perks. We're going to get you on the Q&A. So that's for all the members. If you are a soldier or higher, then you are eligible to go on one Sarcasm City Sports Q&A per month. And we're going to do it the 3rd and 4th week. So it'll be the 3rd and 4th Sunday of the month, every month. Big up the man them, says Malcolm. Dupe says, make sure you're like and subscribe if you haven't. Also, chat to me when your team is in a Champions League final. Got to 1, you know. Got to 1. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but let's be honest. If this was Man United, you'd be milking it for all that it's worth.
Me? Would I do a thing like that? Do I milk it when United win?
Yes.
No, I don't. I'm not unbearable when United win.
It's Ollie is the best manager in the league.
In the world. Ollie Gunnar Ferguson, you know, all that. You know.
All right.
That's
Okay.
all hearing.
All right. Drizzy Des is offering you anyway. He's saying, Yan City, when are we going to Istanbul for the final?
So, 1 minute.
Sorry, we gotta wait for you to swallow. Jesus Christ. All right, Emmanuel says, big up for the late night streams. It's hard to catch anything live because of the time difference. So when people say, why do you do so many late night streams? It's because we're international. Like Cam says, Sarcasm City TV to the world and back. So it's for people like Emmanuel, who's clearly in a different country. So the time difference, he can catch the shows live. But go on, Yan City.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, so basically, I read up about the final tickets today. And basically what they've said is that the stadium that it's going to be held in, the Ataturk Olympic Stadium, whatever it's called, in Istanbul, holds 67,617 people or something like that. And they were saying that UEFA are not actually having restrictions on how many people can go. So it's up to the Turkish sort of officials to decide how many people can go. So in Turkish football, all season, every game has been played behind closed doors. Even though their numbers were kind of low before, they were still played behind closed doors. So obviously it's up to them whether they let fans in. Apparently tonight I've heard shouts of 25,000.
Okay.
And 4,000 fans from each fan base. And then obviously 17,000, whatever it is, bloody bullshit. UEFA people.
Yeah.
UEFA people.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's mad though, because when my mum's mum, right, when she was younger, like her uncle worked for the FA and she used to get tickets to every cup final at Wembley, like everyone when she was younger.
Right, so tell you not to hook us up now in 2021.
Like obviously this is years ago, before I was born.
Well, tell her go get the job back. Yeah, I mean we need to hook up.
But she took my granddad on dates to Wembley.
Yeah, you're not a real one.
She supported Liverpool. He supported Everton. They went together. She wore a red dress.
Yeah, we were playing each other in cup finals a few times. So.
Yeah. And that's
Right.
that's back in the day. But that sort of thing, like, so if my nan can get tickets that easily back then, it just shows how easy it is if you know someone in UEFA. It's madness. But basically, 4,000, the way Man City do things, I don't know if Chelsea's the same because clubs have different things that they do. Man City, what they do is it goes off the most loyal fans. So the fans that have been going home and away for so when Man City moved to their new stadium in 2003, basically 2003-04, they basically restarted all the loyalty points. So whatever you did before that at Main Road didn't matter. You started fresh. Yeah, they started fresh. So what happened was you got your season ticket and you could get points. And then when you go to away games, it was worth more points. So if you went to 5 home games and all of the away games, you'd probably have way more points than someone that just went to every home game for the season. So it's one of them things. So basically, that's how they do it. And then on top of that, you need a season ticket. So no one without a season ticket is going to that final. It's impossible. You're not going to get a ticket.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, what they've got is if you're on a cup scheme or not. So I am on a cup scheme. I do have a season ticket. I don't have the most amount of points, to be honest. But I'm going to see if I can go. I feel like my dad might get a ticket, but I won't. I feel like it's going to be like that. So I don't know. It's going to be difficult. I don't know if I'll get one because 4,000 is not a lot of fans.
It's not. No.
All Man City fans have been going to every home and away game.
Literally, I mean, even for a normal Champions League final in when it's non-COVID, when we won it in Madrid a couple of years back, it's a big stadium, the Atletico Stadium, and literally they only gave each team 16,000, 17,000 tickets each club, and when you consider that's full stadiums, that's in a big stadium like that, it's not a lot. And how did Liverpool? But Liverpool base it all off. Liverpool don't base it off loyalty points. They base it off number of matches you've recorded previously. So to qualify for that Champions League final, you would have needed to pretty much recorded all 6 Champions League home games, and then maybe recorded 1 away game to guarantee yourself a ticket. And then the rest you'd have had to record 6 home Champions League games to go into the ballot for the
Do
game.
you know what? The thing is, I like the way Man City do it. I like the fact that the most loyal fans, in Man City, there's different season cards. So there's a gold season card, which is 250 quid. So it's for people that can't really afford a season ticket, and they just place you anywhere in the stadium, and that's it. That's your season ticket. Then there's normal season tickets, which I think are called silver. So there's a silver one. Then it's platinum. So platinum, you just get double points for your season card. It's a little bit more expensive. You just get double points. I think you get double discount, that sort of stuff. So there's that. And then there's Superbia, I think it is.
Right. Are you going with Drizzy Des or not to the Istanbul?
I'm having a discussion. Do you want to mute your mic? Anyway, so so there's so Superbia is you're invited by the manager. So right now it's Pep Guardiola. And basically this is for the fans that have been going home and away. So the people that have been to every single home and away game since our stadium opened, they have that. So they're guaranteed a ticket for every single game that Man City play in. So they'll already have their tickets for the final. So it just depends how many of them there are. Because if there's 1,000 of them, that means there's going to be a lot less tickets available. And then the people with the high loyalty points, which a lot of our fans have really high points, they get in before. So I highly doubt that I will get a ticket. Saying that, I did say that against Tottenham in the final, and I actually got a ticket. I put it in my basket and I didn't buy it because I couldn't be asked traveling to Manchester to go. But it's literally, I got one out of the 2,000. So if I can get one in the 2,000, there is a small chance that maybe I can get one if it's 4,000. But we're going to have to see what happens. I know people are talking about, there was a super chat in there about the restrictions. What they have said is on the 17th, this country, so from England, Turkey are in a lockdown, I get that. But they said in this country, non-essential travel can take place from the 17th of May. And what it is it will just depend on Turkey. Turkey might turn around and say, no one can come in. They might say that. But if they don't say that, I think there's a good chance. What I reckon the clubs are going to do is milk it. That's what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do something where you have to get a coach from the stadium to the airport, get on the plane, which they'll charge you like ridiculous money for the plane, get off the plane, get on a coach, go to the stadium and do the same on the way back. And because they can charge you whatever they want to charge you for that. Because who's going to say no? It's a Champions League final. So I think they're going to do that. Rather than letting fans travel themselves and stay in cheap hotels and get cheap flights, they're not going to do that. They're going to milk it for all it's worth. So, yeah, it's one of them. And Beezy Biz.
I knew you were going to get into that comment.
No. It's just funny because actually, like, Man City actually have the longest. Our fans, on average, have been going longer than any other fans in the Premier League. So actually, in terms of loyalty, Man City is one of the hardest to get loyalty points in terms of that, because our fans, I think they did a survey once, I saw it, and 25%, which is the highest in the league, of Man City fans have been going for over 25 years. So it's quite a lot, and we're the highest. There's not another club that's got more than 25% in that category. So, yeah, Man City, like, people say we've got no fans. We have 40,000 season ticket holders. So if you think there's only 4,000 tickets, it's not very many. It's not many at all. Plus, there's people that don't have a season ticket, but they've got, like shitloads of loyalty points and stuff like that. So I don't think they'll be able to go. You will have to be a season ticket holder to go. I know they give some to supporters clubs, which I don't agree with personally, but they do. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens, but I would like to go. I think I don't want to be stressed, and I think I'll be less stressed if I'm there. So I want to go. But like I say, it's not going to be easy to get, and it's going to be so expensive. They're going to the amount of money they're going to...
They'll be expensive.
The big guy makes a fair point, though. This is mad. I don't think this has happened before. The fact that it's London versus Manchester in the European finals as well, could be. If Arsenal do their job in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. But if Arsenal lose tomorrow, they are getting it. I might do a special Q&A by myself if Arsenal don't get there.
Do you know what? That would be mad, though, because I think it's a little bit different if Arsenal and Chelsea do it. But I think if Man City and Man United were both to win, that's kind of weird, because like with Chelsea and Arsenal, like they are miles away. Like Man City and Man United are not that far away. It's a smaller city, so that will actually be quite mad if they both win it. It'd be really weird.
No, it would be, but yeah, the big guy makes the same sense. And Devante here, what's mad? 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, or maybe I can't remember if it was the Q&A or the it might have been Guiana City meets Man United, and me and Jan City was discussing this, and United fans who are Ollie in were trying to tell me Ollie over Tuchel. Now look at you lot. You lot now look stupid, innit? See how it's quiet in that? See how quiet it just got when I said that? I remember that specifically. People were pressing me about that, and I was saying Tuchel over Ollie, and they were like, well, Tuchel still, when he came in, he was 9 points behind Ollie, and they're still 9 points behind. Who would you rather have now? It's not even a debate. Everybody quiet now. Because I can see this a mile off. I said this about Tuchel, and I said this about the Chelsea team for the longest amount of time. The only issue that they had at the start of the season was is their manager good enough? Because they had the team and the players there. They got rid of the manager who isn't good enough, got in a manager who is good enough, and they could potentially win the Champions League, a FA Cup, and finish in the top 4. If they win the Champions League, a FA Cup and finish the top 4, and City win the league and the Carabao Cup, who had the better season?
Depends.
Chelsea.
If you're talking about the season, then
I'm asking a question.
If you're talking about the actual result from the season, then Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Who would have thought that? So, all right, let's rewind back. When Lampard got sacked, before they got beat by Leicester and he got sacked, someone would have told you Chelsea could potentially have a better season than Manchester City at this point. They would have laughed in your face. Imagine I would have come on this mic, or Yan City, you would have said that. Well, not you, because you're a City fan. Ryan would have come on and said that. Or a non-Manchester City fan or non-Chelsea fan had said that at that point, before Lampard got sacked. Chelsea are going to have a better. Chelsea are going to have potentially could have a better season than Manchester City, and that's no slight on Manchester City. The City have had a great season. We're going.
You know what's mad though? Because actually, I remember when Lampard was here and people were saying a Chelsea the underdog. I remember doing a stream with Lambs, and they were talking about the underdogs. I think Prime was on it as well, and they were saying they could see Chelsea going far in the Champions League, and that was when Lampard was there, and they were saying this. At the time, because they said the players that they have, they could see themselves getting to, getting far in the Champions League. So it's one of them things. Like, I think in terms of like, it depends what you're talking about. Because if you're talking about the results from the season, then yeah, obviously it's Chelsea. They won the Champions League. That being said, like, Champions League can be won when you're not having a great season.
I think
has been won before when people haven't had a good season. The Premier League is never won when you haven't had a good season. You have to have a good season to win the Premier League. You don't really have to have the best season to win the Champions League. I wouldn't say that this is Man City's best ever season. But if we win the Champions League, that's what people will be saying. But I don't think it is our best. I think we've had seasons where we have been better than this. But if we win the Champions League, it will be City have had the best season in their history.
You've achieved more.
Which, and this is why, like, that's why I say it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about the best season, obviously it just depends. I don't know, like, I don't know. Like, I think Man City have had better seasons than this. You know,
and it depends on your right as well. What I figured out as well, like how people rate players, it depends on what you prioritize and what your bar is and what your metric is. Like, depending on, like, I just want to see my team win trophies. That's me personally, innit? Like, whoever wins the most trophies, and I place them in order. So obviously the big trophies, Champions League, the Premier League. Yeah. Then underneath that you have Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup. So it depends on where you vary it. So the Champions League and the Premier League, depending on which one you've been more successful in recently, changes everything. So like Liverpool, for them, is Premier League over Champions League for yonks because they'd won Champions Leagues but hadn't won the Premier League in 30 years. Whereas with certain other teams, with City, it's like, right, we've won 3 of the last 4 Premier Leagues. It's Champions League. With Manchester United, it's just anything at this point, innit? Give me a League Cup at this point. Like, that's where we're at, type of stuff.
Like, I think it's
once you finish as well, get to the super chat as well, yeah?
No, yeah. So I was just saying, like, it's interesting because, like, this season, like, what I wanted from Man City, they've done. So I feel like I'm quite happy with Man City. Obviously, the fact that we're now going to play Chelsea means we're under a little bit more pressure to win it. I think if we came up against Real Madrid, even though we should still win it, especially with that Real Madrid team, if we lost
Real Madrid were a disgrace today.
My God. Like, but they weren't great last season.
No.
Lost to them,
we need to get into. I'm going to get to these super chats as well. We need to get into Real Madrid and PSG. We have to have these conversations, which we're getting to.
I was having an argument on the football terrace about how this guy, people were trying to tell me that he's better than Kevin De Bruyne, and I want to see where the evidence is of this.
Who's better than De Bruyne?
Who do you think?
Who's better than De Bruyne? Hazard, really? I wouldn't even compare them two, though.
Yes.
They're not in the same.
He was saying to me something like, De Bruyne doesn't turn up in big games. Something mad like that.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get into that. We'll speak on Hazard as well. But the big guy, salute for the super chat. He's also a member. He says, Jan, they're in national lockdown 6 days ago. Highly doubt 250,000 fans. It's just rumors. We'll see. Is that 25,000?
Just rumors. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully,
my eyes are going, people, man. I'm tired.
They have less fans.
Yeah, that's a lot. 250. That's like nearly that's a quarter of a mil.
It only seats 60, so 25 is quite high. That being said, if you think about it, hopefully they keep the 4,000 fans from Chelsea and then reduce them.
Big guy, man. You could have put a comma in there and that. It's late and my eyes are going, but we moving at this bright light on him. But highly doubt 25,000 fans is just rumors. Well,
by the way, big up Lengen, by the way. He's a City fan.
We'll see. Do you interrupt me just to big up a random City fan?
It's not a random City fan. It's a City fan.
I'm only joking, my guy, innit? You know what I'm saying? I'm just petty, innit? You're probably new here because I've not heard your name before. I'm just being a dick, innit? Don't worry about it. We'll soon come. We'll soon come. We'll see come the 17th of May in terms of COVID restrictions. We'll see. I'd love fans to be able to get over there. All jokes aside, I'd love that. Congrats to you as well, Lambs. The oil final is on, says Winter Surfer. Big up to Winter Surfer. You know what I'm saying? Big up Winter Surfer. He's also a member as well, so you'll see him on the channel again.
Oil final.
He says, congrats to you as well, Yancello. The oil final is on.
We've already had one of them. Jesus.
The oil final is on. Hey, Winter Surfer, big up for both them super chats as well, and big up to the big guy for him. If you don't want to continue to drop super chats, we appreciate it. Also, if you are a member, like Nippon is, then your comments and questions take priority like super chats. And so if I'm not ignoring you, if I miss you out, it's just a part of the membership underneath the video. Is the warden of the AC4 penitentiary making an appearance today? I did send him the link, but he's probably chilling on the ward. You know what I'm saying? And that he's probably on a visit with Hazard or some shit after he got locked in the penitentiary and that. Big on my guy Devon Deviant. Poland. He says, "Where's is it in Poland?" Yeah. Fam. Yeah, that's not for us, fam.
Are you going to Poland, babes? Sorry.
You're talking to me.
Poland's a decent lad's holiday, you know.
Yeah, I'm not traveling for. I'm just not traveling for a Europa League final and that. Like, as there is Champions League final. Yeah, I'm not traveling for a Europa League final. You know what I'm saying?
You might get a ticket for that Champions League final. That is going to be unreal, you know.
Make sure you live stream from there.
Oh my god! Like if I get a ticket, like I need to blag a ticket out of someone. I need to speak to one of the players and get like them to get me one because.
Legend and sweet. Why are you the most confident? Let me know in that. That's a question I've not asked. Chelsea fans already know you lot are confident. City fans, are you confident?
No, he says. I think he said I'm the most confident Man City fan because it said M and then it says Man City and then he says Man City will win the Champions League. Do you know what's mad? Like. When I saw the way Man City played, because the difference with Man City is we're different this season. And even though I said earlier this hasn't been our best season, we have been the best all-round team that I've ever seen from Man City. Like usually we're very good going forward. We have a very good midfield and the defense is okay. And our goalkeeper's okay. Like that's how it's been for quite a bit. We got Ederson in. Ederson, you know, he has his games where he's not the best, but it's one of them things where a lot of the time, you know, he does make the necessary saves that he needs, you know, in the games. So it's one of them. I think we've got, for the first time, an all-round fantastic side, and I haven't seen that from City before, and that's what gives me a little bit more confidence than I've had in previous seasons, especially in the Champions League. And you know, Ryan said the other day, me and him had a conversation at the start of the season when we kind of got Diaz in. And I was actually, no, before Diaz even came in. And you know how Pep kind of changed his style a little bit and it wasn't really working in the league. Like we were losing the league, but we were doing really well in the Champions League. And I said to Ryan, I think Pep is setting up for the Champions League. Like he wants.
Sorry, I have to stop you right there just to introduce. You get me? Timo Werner's attorney at law. That's what I call him. Timo Werner's attorney at law. What are you saying, big guy? You good?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. That's 5 finalists total, but still, look at the one beside me. I'm sorry, man.
Can we do it?
But like
couple
Klopp,
of years back, but I don't know,
but
innit?
like Klopp. But go on, Jan City. Carry on what you're saying, innit?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, I think the team looked like they were more prepared for the Champions League. We haven't looked like that before. We look like we're very good going forward, but we're vulnerable at the back. Man City haven't looked like that, and it doesn't surprise me that changing our style and the way we play has now got us to a Champions League final. I know Ruben Diaz is a big part of that. No one can deny that. But I think even the way we were playing before Ruben Diaz came in the Champions League, we look better. So I don't know. Like, we're going to have to see, obviously, what happens. But that performance from Man City yesterday, it wasn't just about us going through. I think if we'd have gone through off a scrappy own goal that bounced off someone's back and, went in the net, I think I wouldn't be I'm not saying that I'm confident because I know it's a Champions League final. Anything can happen. It's 90 minutes of football. At the same time, if we play how we played last night, I don't think there's a team that can beat us if we play like that.
I agree.
But it depends whether we play like that. So I'm not going to say we are going to play like that, but I think the way we played last night, like, PSG didn't have a shot since the first half of the first leg, right? Like, or the very
since 29th of minute. Since 29th.
Yeah.
And sorry to cut you off as well. After welcome, you get me, the patroller of the AC Penitentiary, get me, Blues Fans TV's finest, Champions League finalist. He's gonna come on here talking the absolute most shit, but I'm prepared for it. Welcoming my boy Carefree Lewis to the show.
Bow, what's everyone saying? Champions League finalists, let's go.
Right.
What's everyone
1, 2, 3, 4. Finalists.
Nah. Well, welcome to the final crew. You guys are still getting bummed in the final, but we'll sort that when we get closer to it. Look at the way we packed Real Madrid today.
You did.
Real Madrid got backstrapped. Courtois got backstrapped twice.
We need to talk about Madrid and PSG.
Got backstrapped. Kroos backstrapped. Casemiro backstrapped. Modric backstrapped. The whole team got packed over 90 minutes. I thought they were going to have the stronger mentality. How fucking stupid was I? They didn't look like they cared. They looked like they were playing fucking, I don't know, Osasuna or some shit. Not fucking Chelsea in the semi-final second leg. Where was their intent? I saw nothing from the wings today. Absolutely nothing. Benzema tried in the first half, but even he fell out of the game to the end of it. To be honest, the only thing that I don't like, that I wouldn't say was great, was that we probably could have banged them for about 5 or 6 today.
We were. To be fair,
typical Chelsea. Yeah. Like we're never clinical, but we're through to the final, so I don't really give a shit. Timo Werner fucking took us to the final. I am running with that. That is absolutely glorious. He had his Fernando Torres moment. What a 2-yard screamer into the back of the net after an amazing chip by Kai Havertz. That was a bit close. It was unlucky. I would have liked the chip to go in, to be fair, because I was saying I wanted to see Courtois get lobbed for the last month. We're this close, hit the post, but it's what it is. We had about 3 other chances where people should have chipped. But yeah, we're in the Champions League final.
Drizzy does.
Sick, man.
Here says, it pains me to say this, big up for the super chat. He says, I'm backing Manchester City to win it. I hate Chelsea with a passion. Drizzy, that's who you support again. I always forget. Who's a fan of?
I think United.
Are you a United fan? Really?
I don't know.
Can't be United. Can't be.
Father God, please bless this poor fool.
Unless he's
I hope they sees the error of his ways.
Yeah, I feel, and Nippon said it as well.
How can you hate us?
Flawless a bet. Yeah, I can't stand you lot, but we move. We'll get onto that later.
You say you can't stand us. Who do you want to win the Champions League?
Yeah, I was just about to get into that because Nippon asked that, innit? On the 29th of May, is that the final date? Is it the 29th of May?
Baku Day.
On the 29th of May, yes.
For Chelsea fans.
I've done a heel turn. Yes, I'm fully back in Chelsea, and like I'm fully back in Chelsea to the fullest.
Put a different shirt up there.
I'm saying that. You must be fucking out of your mind, yo.
Yeah, take that toilet paper up behind him.
You see the switch up? He was like, "Are you dumb?" About put a fucking Chelsea shirt behind me. Are you mad?
Man must be crazy in that. But I've done a heel like I'm backing you lot in it because
anybody Tuchel's tricky blues.
Yo, Tuchel better show up in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. Tuchel better show up.
He has done
okay.
Show up.
That's
Guardiola
true.
will give them a good fight, and really and truly, the match could go either way. But I have no reason now not to be confident in Chelsea. 14-time champions couldn't offer shit.
Yeah, they were awful.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Like I said at the start of when we were talking, because we remember when we did like the ratings and stuff, and people were saying Real Madrid in the final, and I was saying Real Madrid are not what they were. Like I know they have what they have, and I thought maybe the mentality might drive them a little bit, but last season, like I'm not even joking, like Gabriel, that you take the piss out of Gabby, but Gabby knocked Real Madrid single-handedly out of the Champions League last year. Home and away, he scored both goals to knock them out. So I'm not downplaying how Chelsea played, because I thought Chelsea were really, really good tonight. But I just thought Real Madrid offered absolutely nothing.
This is why I'm looking forward to Saturday so much. Because it's going to be 18 v 18.
Yeah, like they were awful. Like as good as Chelsea were phenomenal. Like I can't take away like City against PSG. I can't take away anything from City's performance, and we'll get onto how poor PSG were. Chelsea were very good, both legs. They should have been clearing the first leg. Real Madrid did offer absolutely nothing. Apart, the only one is Benzema.
They didn't even try and have a shot. Like
Yeah,
I know
Benzema's the only one.
City and PSG. The thing is, PSG had shots. They were just blocked. Like Diaz blocked everything. Stones blocked everything. Zinchenko, they didn't not have a shot in terms of they didn't try and shoot. They just, everything was blocked. Whereas I don't, apart from them.
I think PSG showed more than Real Madrid.
They tried to win.
Yeah.
I think City were just better. But tonight, that didn't look like a Champions League semi-final.
Yeah, you would have thought that they would just coast. Like if you blank the score at the top, you would have thought that that Real Madrid with the team in control, because they were just playing at a slow pace. There was no tempo. There was no get up and go. No, I don't think there's anything more he could have done.
In the 2 years that he hasn't had Ronaldo, he has kind of flopped in the Champions League in terms of the performances. I'm not going to lie.
What I will say to that is, one, losing Ronaldo's hefty for anybody. Number two, I look at his replacements. Real Madrid's wide players ain't the best. They got Vinicius, Asensio,
Hazard.
Who else? Hazard. Is it? Yeah, Hazard is clearly not what he was.
Man. Since that injury,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah. Hazard's not the same. Who else they got?
Hazard is not remotely the same. Like
Yes.
Rodrigo.
He's still better than Salah.
No, he's not better than Salah. At least Salah, Salah was on the pitch.
He definitely
You would at least know Salah's on the pitch. I'm sorry, Hazard. I don't remember playing against Hazard.
I'd take a 50-stone Hazard over Salah.
You really don't? Wow, Salah, when you
Wait. Are you saying you don't remember playing against Hazard any of the times you've seen him?
No, I'm talking about last season for Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah. No, he ain't been the same one.
He was good at Chelsea, but now.
I
the big guy
Can't lie, today, like, he literally just did hold up the ball and just pass backwards for 90 minutes. Like, he looks scared, to be honest. Like,
Who's this?
Hazard. He did not look nearly like the same player. I expected a lot more threat.
So did I.
And I'm surprised. I'm surprised Zidane put Hazard on the right.
You put him on the left, didn't he?
Yeah, but he plays on the left.
Yeah,
Like, if anything, Madrid fans are complaining that Vinicius keeps getting put out of position immediately when Hazard.
These man ain't for where Real Madrid are trying to go. They're not the caliber of players you need. Like Hazard, I'm talking your Vinicius.
We made Vinicius look
Asensio.
good.
Vinicius was a bit of a danger in the first leg. Even though we did well to keep him quiet, he made it hard for us.
Yeah, he skipped past Chilwell once, but that's it. Yeah, he skipped past the Chilwell one time.
All game.
Yeah, you skip past him the one time, and that was it. And it's kind of like, so I can't really blame when I look at the bench and the injuries that Zidane's had throughout the season. There's not what more could he have done?
To me, I think Benzema's the only one out of the two legs that can come out of credit for Madrid. Like,
Yes.
I don't think he had bad games. He had a couple of good games.
Yeah, their most dangerous chances came from him.
Yeah.
Like, he had a shot early on in the header.
Yeah.
Like, Modric and Kroos, all they did was have some dead long shots all match.
Yeah.
And it just weren't threatening. Like, Rudiger had a better long shot than these guys had.
Yeah.
Because they needed more in them wide areas. That's the problem. Like Modric and Cruz and Casemiro, like that's not the problem area there.
the wings
And Benzema is
nothing.
the wing. There was no threat. We just said it there. The only goal threat was Benzema. The two wide players
But
offered
I
nothing.
think
Hazard.
even Benzema, he was dropping a bit too deep to try and get the ball, but then he's just getting blocked off by Chelsea.
Yeah.
So apart from them 2 early chances that he had in the first half,
I thought Benzema did all right.
yeah, he did all right.
He was good. He was decent. He was decent.
But I think he struggled because, like I said, he dropped quite deep, and then every time he went to turn around to, take the ball to shoot or something, it just got blocked off. So
Because they overcommitted, we just kept counter-attacking every single time. Like that midfield, Kroos and Modric, they are defo past it. They aren't the same players based on the way I've seen them play the last 2 games.
I'd say Modric is older. I reckon they still have it, but again, because they're getting older
No, it's
and
not
they're
saying
declining.
they're completely finished. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not out and out backing them anymore.
Yeah.
Like
I get what you're
these
saying.
got handled by Kante and
You know what,
Jorginho
like-
both legs.
He quit giving
Well, you
the
know
ball
what?
away.
Here's the thing, though. Let's put respect on Kante and Jorginho. They're two
Oh no,
quality
I'm throwing
midfielders.
all the respect.
Yeah,
on
I
them.
know you
They're
are.
way
But what I'm
higher
saying
in
is,
estimation than Kroos and Modric
but
are
what
right
I'm
now.
saying is, Lampard was such a bad manager that he had people out here doubting Kante.
Yes.
Now look at the difference. People were legit. This was legit.
About Kante. He finally showed the final ball today. For months, I've been saying his final ball is shocking,
And that's not even his game.
Both of our goals came from Kante passes.
And
Into
that's
an
not even his
amazing
game.
position as well.
Yeah. You did. You wrapped up
You
Real
know
Madrid
what?
comfortably. Go on, Ryan. Go on.
These two legs piss me off even more, because fucking Real Madrid were there for the taking, and we fucking made them look good, That
Yeah, I
first leg,
can't lie. I feared them based on the way they handled you lot, and
But that you know what that shows? That shows the level that Liverpool are at.
it was our shit midfield that day in the first leg. Fucking
Has-
Genie Fraudnaldum, fucking Naby bloody Keita. These pricks, doing stupid shit in
That's
midfield.
your boy. What do you mean? They're your boys who helped you win a Premier League and Champions League, innit? Premier League certain Gerrard couldn't, man. Put respect on their name, man.
And
Put
then in the
respect on their
second
name.
leg, we actually play well, but these fraud Salah and Mane miss fucking open goals and I'm sick to death
Klopp
of these
tactically
players.
inept. He's too inept.
Yeah,
but
here's a one sec, Yancy. Here's a question for everybody in that. Has there been two more? I can't remember in recent times, Champions League semi-finals, two more one-sided, two legs.
No,
They were
I don't remember.
extremely one-sided. The first leg, PSG City. The first leg, PSG was, but then City took over in the second leg. The second game, City pretty much took over in it. PSG had glimpses. Both legs, I watched Chelsea, Real Madrid. Chelsea should have been out of sight in the first leg, and they did them over in the second leg. Look at the golfing class between the two.
Could have won that first leg easily as well, by more.
You did win it. Yeah.
That could have been 4-1 or whatever. It could
Story
have
of
been.
our season. Waste of chances in that final third.
Yeah.
I think,
I
to
get
be honest, I think the way it is, I don't know. I just think Chelsea are very confident at the moment. Obviously, they're not under a lot of pressure, I don't think. Because, if Chelsea didn't win it, I don't think people would be like, oh, Chelsea are shit. I think they'd just be like, Tuchel's come in. The players are young. They've just come. I don't think they'd be under any real pressure. So Chelsea just look good at the moment. Man City, these players want it. They do. They've wanted it for a while. They couldn't get over the line because our defense used to make stupid mistakes. Now we've got a defense that can actually defend. They've gone through. The final will be interesting, but I think in general, PSG, people talk about Man City in Europe. PSG's record in Europe isn't better than Man City's. Before last season, they'd never got past the quarters. They did go straight from not getting past the quarters all the way to the final, which is obviously what we've done with Pep, but we have been to a semi before. But they did that last season. But apart from that, they haven't really done as well as they should have done in the Champions League. People talk about Pep needing to win it at Man City, which obviously I agree with. We've had this discussion plenty of times. That being said, at least when you win the Premier League, it's seen as an achievement. Whereas winning the French league with PSG, yes, it's an achievement, but it's not valued that highly because
it's one of them you should do it.
But it's only this season because of how tight the league is this season.
Yeah.
But
What's mad?
All I'm also hearing is that Tuchel took him further than any other PSG manager has done in history. And since he's left, now the title race has suddenly got a lot tighter. And PSG are out of the semi-finals, and that must be because of the change of manager. So I'm just trying to figure out who the new manager is.
Bear in mind, they spent about 1 billion in a decade.
Go on. You're waiting on this, innit? How many years was Tuchel there, by the way?
He was only there for like 2 or 3. It might not have even been 3. He weren't there for long.
Okay. All right. So Pochettino has a year left then. Okay.
Yeah. He's still got a year left. He's still got to get past semi-finals, innit?
Tuchel's first season.
Like, I just saw the complete drop in mentality, and it just reminded me of 2016 Battle of the Bridge, Chelsea versus Spurs.
To be
where
fair,
they completely failed on the big stage and completely lost their head, and it must just be the manager, innit?
Yeah, sure.
There's the common denominator, innit?
You also have to look.
Go on, big guy.
They I forgot the. I think they hired Poch just because Poch is a PSG through and through.
Yeah, because he's an ex-player.
You can't take the Tottenham out there, man.
Hey, don't put him on that because you are on here talking about Harry Kane. Yeah, come to Chelsea, you'll win stuff. That's the Spurs mentality.
I'm sure Chelsea can outdo Spursy. Come on,
fellas. I thought you're a Poch man.
Yeah, I am defo like that's why I'm getting on Toulouse. I'm about to defend him and at PSG. You're saying it's not. It's what was it? Pochettino. He's done it at Spurs. Now at PSG, the same thing happened. At PSG, the Spurs of the French league. This isn't new. This happened under Tuchel. When was Tuchel not there when he got done by Oli? When they was 2-0 up from the home leg and we went there and beat them 3-1.
VAR.
It was Tuchel, No, forget that. You're 2-0 up from the away leg. You should not get done by Oli. That is disgraceful. With Neymar and Mbappe, you have at your disposal.
But don't you say that was... Yeah, you said interim manager Oli was the one.
Was different. He was different. But interim manager Oli, he was different. He was different. But
at the last game of interim manager Oli, he must have just left out on a high. It's what it is.
You should definitely not get interim manager Oli was cold, but you shouldn't get done by him. I'm telling you, innit? If you get done by him, then that's on you and that. You're 2-0 up. Nah. You just won 2-0.
So why Pochettino and PSG are such a great mix? They're both bored.
Tuchel breaking all records and that. That's the first time in Champions League history that a team won the away leg 2-0 by 2 clear goals to
Tuchel is high breaking records. He's the first manager to take PSG to a Champions League final.
Yeah, and he lost it, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Kylian Mbappe tax. Sorry, man. Who missed on the big stage? It wasn't
Neymar. No, Neymar missed as well. Neymar missed one.
Tuchel's tactics always can tell. He tells you to just put the ball in the back of the net at the final third.
Neymar did no. Neymar played it.
He gave Mbappe full control in that moment, and he hit it straight at Neuer.
As did Neymar. Neymar missed a sitter in that game as well.
We can add Neymar tax to it as well.
So you're blaming
Silva and Tuchel got robbed. But they're going to write it this season.
Flores, I need to ask you a serious question.
If I'm being honest, Mbappe is a fraud.
Hey, less of that Mbappe, less of the killer. If he plays, we have a different conversation than that.
Hey,
if he's fit.
In what game? Man City?
In the City game, he wasn't fit in the first leg.
Diaz has it controlled. Diaz was
I fit him. No, I fit him is different, and he didn't play in the second leg, and they played worse.
But the thing is, you can't really say like, "Oh, fit him does that," because like that's.
I think he's more of a threat.
Yeah, he's more of a threat, but he wasn't unfit that he couldn't run. He was still doing what he normally does. Diaz was just handling.
Hold up. Nah, I'm not talking. Wait, you are getting mistaken. Hold up, one second.
No. What I'm saying, for
I'm talking to Devante. No, I'm not talking about the United comeback. I'm talking about the Champions League final. Go on. Sorry, I just had to make that clear.
The reason why I say that is because a fully fit Mbappe played against Ruben Diaz for France and Portugal, and Ruben Diaz had the same performance that he had in the first leg against him. So I'm not saying that Mbappe wouldn't have got a chance because maybe he would have scored in the second leg. Who knows? But what I'm saying is based on the evidence of the first leg and the last time when he's played against Diaz, they got the same result. So fit and unfit, both.
We're going to find, you know what? We're going to find out. Because they're gonna come up against each other probably again, maybe for different teams, but we're going to find out.
The same team, innit? But if
not, you must be on. What are you sipping in that wine? Are you high? Clearly, you are in it. But that's my point. Is talk to me. Go on. What questions do you have? Go on. Right?
I actually need. This is actually a serious question.
Here we go. This is going to be a dickhead question.
Potter and Pochettino.
What do you mean? What's the difference?
What? Tell me what the difference is.
Actually did come out. There's video evidence. Go Google it.
What's the difference? All right, I'll answer this question. One of them elevated 2 clubs. I'm still
Yeah.
waiting to Graham Potter. One of them
Graham
elevated.
Potter elevated Ostersons.
Okay, so one of them elevated one club and one of them elevated two clubs.
Who are you talking about?
Graham
He's
Potter's
talking about Graham
elevated
Potter.
Brighton.
Who are you talking about?
Is he not? I'm talking about Poch. That's the question he asked me. What's
So
the
what
difference?
club-
Southampton and Spurs. Of course he did. Go do the research. If you look at that, yes, of course he did. Go look at the Southampton side that he built.
Southampton was.
Southampton, look at the amount. You're a Liverpool fan. You're a Liverpool fan. Look at the amount of players you took from them. Look at Mane.
Yeah, true.
That's through him.
Southampton was
Mane did something your great Steven Gerrard couldn't and helped you win a Premier League title. Put respect on his name.
Steven Gerrard was
sorry,
overrated.
Mane
as well.
was cold in that season. You can't even. Mane was
This guy's prick. This guy with his fucking Avi, you know. Should remove
Welcome
him.
to the Pochettino Penitentiary.
We ain't even having this in it. All right, he's just gone. But yeah, go on.
They won anything big, innit? They haven't won anything big, and Graham Potter plays better football than Poch.
Nah, Spurs play great football. I don't watch. You know what? All jokes aside, I don't watch Brighton week in week out to know how good their football is. But when I do it, I hear it's good. But I'm just waiting. How many years is
a lot more attractive than what Spurs was?
How many years has Graham Potter been at Brighton?
2.
Okay, so I'm just reserving judgment. Let's see what he does. Because Poch went into Southampton and elevated them as a club. Then he went to Spurs and elevated them as a club.
There's only so much you can do
but my
with
point is,
Merchant with a Cruyff turn and bloody Mopai and these guys.
But that's my point, though, isn't it? That's my point. He'll maximize that, then he'll get a bigger job. Then can he do a bigger job?
Of course he can.
If he continues to maximize what he has, then that's what will happen. That's what happened with Poch. That's why he's now at PSG.
Special manager, bro. Special manager.
That's what. I wouldn't say all that. I don't know about all that. I'm just reserving judgment on him. I just don't think he's the greatest. I don't think he's Champions League winners material in it like you do. That's all.
I think he
I'm
is.
saying. You think he could?
Devante, Mendy was one of your best players tonight, so it happens. That's what the goalkeeper's there to do. The defender doesn't make the save. That's what the goalkeeper's there to do. He's saying that Diaz got muddied by Haaland. Like, he's not going to win every single battle. Do you know what I mean? Look how many he won in that last game. Like, come on now.
He's a pussy. He had one taste of Diaz and he decided to duck the AC test. Can't be arsed.
Who's this?
Haaland ducked the AC test just like Mbappe did.
When did this guy go for? Why? Because he didn't get to the final. He ducked the AC test. Oh, this guy, you know. Hey, you lot get the likes up on the video as well.
I'm injured.
Get the likes up.
You know what
injured,
one thing you should do? Buy that West Brom guy for the final.
Callum Robinson.
Yeah, do you see Callum Robinson on Twitter, the little bellend?
What did he say? What did he do?
During the game, he was like, I think he put a tweet out saying "sub me on" or some shit.
No way. Let me see that.
He did, you know.
No.
I love that. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I saw some comments underneath. Nah, it's the Champions League, not the Championship. Fix up, bro.
Oh, it's peak. It is peak.
You know what worries me about the Champions League nowadays?
Oh, yeah, get me on. I love that.
I need to see that tweet in a bit. Send it me, Jan.
Right. Devante here saying,
what are you on?
AC, the 5th best defender that started for us today, hella overrated and that.
What are you on? Is it crack?
And hey, you lot relaxing in the chat.
You know what bothers me about the Champions
League? People are wild
over Christensen, vertical jump merchants. Are you mad? Can't be arsed, man.
But yeah, go on.
The fact that Arsenal could be in the Champions League next season.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
But
that just says it all, man. They're so bad, man. They're not even a Europa League team, and like.
No, but it's worth it. Kroenke will stay.
Yeah, they'll get pammed. Yeah. They'll get pammed, but like.
Yeah. But he'll have the Champions League money. It's fine. They'll get thrown into Europa anyway, even if they get pot 1. They're fucking shit. But let them be happy about it. It'll be a trophy to them.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the Champions League, not the fucking long shit.
Arsenal.
What?
The worst thing is, if it's an Arsenal United final, I have to back Arsenal, innit?
Oh, yeah,
I'm not backing
it.
anybody in that one because I know the game's gonna be like watching paint dry.
Hey, fam, what do you mean you ain't backing us? What kind of shit is that?
I said, like, if they win it, Kroenke might stay because of Champions League money. So I already said you lot might need to take one for the team, innit?
You take the hit now. Fuck that.
You're
Sir,
Sorry,
forget
if
that.
it keeps
If you
Kroenke
guys
the
win it,
job and
Ollie
not
stays
this
for like
fucking
5 years.
Daniel Ek guy who's going to take him to the top, I'm good. Actually, no, he's a bit of
For
a
all the
fraud
people-
too. He ain't even got like a third of Abramovich's wealth. Like, get out of here, man.
There we go then. That's why I'd
What you
rather
have
him
to
take
remember
over.
as well
Go on, Ryan.
is
Go
that
on.
if you win it, Ollie gets a new contract.
I don't think it varies on. I don't think it's dependent on that.
Really,
And
he
two,
won the
they'll sack.
European trophy.
Nah, it don't make. Mourinho did it and was sacked a year and a half later. Like
Yeah, but you
it
know the
makes no
amount. Yeah,
difference.
No,
but
Ollie will
the
get a
amount Ollie
contract
wins is
anyway
mad.
because he beat Pep 3 times.
Say that again.
I said
Say again.
Ollie will get a new contract anyway because he beat Pep a few times.
If you think these man just give him new deals and they ain't watching what's going on footballing wise. Because if they was, he's getting no new deal. He's getting sacked yesterday. They don't pay this no mind whatsoever. They don't
Man
pay
said
no mind.
stomachache.
Yeah, I mean,
You just dropped an 8 out of 10, the Champions League semi-final second leg. You want to chat to me about stomachache? Tummy ache means are in the mud
Diaz
now.
has a 9 out of 10, so stop saying he's overrated, Cookie Monster, because he's definitely
What I
not.
will say about Diaz is amazing, don't get me wrong, but he is being overrated by certain fans by saying he's already better than Virgil van Dijk.
No, but people are always going to say that, innit? Banter, innit? Like, people genuinely... The thing is with Diaz is he's come in, and a lot of people, the reason why they rate Van Dijk so highly is because of what he did when he joined Liverpool and where he took them to. And Diaz is doing a similar thing. He's come into Man City. When he came in, we weren't great. You know, we didn't look like we were going to win anything this season. I remember doing Gyaldem City with Rose, and I remember her like, I don't know if we'll get top 5. And then he came in, and it was just madness. So, yeah, I think that's
I'm not saying
he's rated that highly. But because Van Dijk's not playing, that's why. If Van Dijk was playing
I think Diaz can definitely. I think in like a year's time, we might be saying like Diaz is as good, if not better, than Van Dijk, maybe. But like, I think it's too early to say that. That's why I'm saying it. Like, you can't say it after one season. Van Dijk produced 2.5 seasons of the highest level, changed Liverpool, won the 2 biggest trophies. Like,
yeah, I think that's why people are just saying it because of his age as
for
well.
me to defend one of my own players like that. That's the amount of love I have for Van Dijk. For me to defend one of my own players like that is a madness.
No, like that's the thing though. That's what happens though, because you always get that. It's like when a player comes in and they're good, it's always like they're better than Aguero. Do you know what I mean? It's like
they're better than whoever. They're better than whoever is in the top of that position at over.
That's why everyone
whoever's in the league
to Hazard.
No,
Hazard is because Hazard was at one point.
Wingers I've heard get compared to Eden Hazard over the last 7 years.
Because you know what it
Even
is.
now.
Because he was the bar
this guy's better than Prime. I'm now hearing Foden Hazard comparisons. I'm like, come on, Foden's a great player, but allow it, man.
Imagine comparing.
Foden might get either Foden or Mason Mount are going to win a Champions League before Eden Hazard. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, but imagine comparing that.
What it is, but I only mean in the Premier League sense. So what was that?
Yeah, go on, Ryan. Say what you're saying, fam.
Imagine comparing that fucking Egyptian Lukaku to Prime Hazard. Like, it's a joke, innit? Like,
this guy is on.
This is why I like Ryan. He's a sensible Liverpool fan. You don't see a lot of them.
His Salah is so crap. I'm so sick of Salah, you know. And
hey, put respect on his name, man.
Do you know how many people are like, oh, Salah's better than Hazard, and bring out a bunch of stats? I'm like, okay, but when we do the same thing for Lampard, Gerrard, you want to switch the debate up? Come on, man. Allow it.
People always
50% stats, 50% high.
Yeah. Say again, yeah?
Now, I was saying people always switch it to fit their agenda, innit? Like when it's stats, like then it's like, oh no, eye test. Then it's like, oh no, stats. Then it's like this. Just like
watching Salah play football makes my eyes bleed, innit? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but what if he gets you top 4 now and just goes on some mad run and
you're not getting top 4, innit? You're not getting top 4.
Running behind Merchant.
You're running behind Merchant.
That's all he is.
I'm running with that, yo. Oh, no pun intended. Oh, that's jokes.
Speaking of someone said today about this comment. Do you know what's so funny? Someone said today maybe Mahrez FC were right.
Mahrez clear of Salah. It's not even close.
No.
But how many years?
Like when City dropped Mahrez, because Mahrez was like he wasn't great at the start of the season. Like his form was not the best, and City dropped him, and all the Algeria like Mahrez FC, all of them, like just a bunch of Algerian people, and basically they were like, "You fuck this club. You don't appreciate Mahrez. He's too good for this team. He's clear of whatever."
They were talking to you and that because you didn't rate Mahrez. They were talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You was what you mean less of that? You was hating on him. You was hating on him.
In all seriousness, Jan City's always rated Mahrez. She just wasn't happy with him after one performance.
It was that one game where I was.
But she butchered him ever since and that. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't bigging him up and watching along his getting goals and assists.
Disrespecting the Algerians, I'm saying they were right. To be fair, they were right.
As they were right. Me and Ryan was telling you a long time about Mahrez and how good he is and that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. What am I?
You had his wavy. Yeah, his wavier than the seven seas.
Don't worry, I will drink with you. Champions League finalists. Cheers.
All right. Let's do that. I'm gonna keep in a bit, mate. Yeah, this guy.
These two ain't gonna be doing this when the result comes. One of them's gonna be trying to avoid the other.
Champions League finalists. If you lot go through, you can celebrate the European lot as well. But you got.
I'm not shameless to do that tweet that you did, but with the Europa League, definitely. And I seen your tweet, fam. It made me sick, but it was funny.
I feel so left out here.
About Courtois, which one?
No, fuck all that nonsense about good night to everyone who's fans of teams in the Champions League final. I'm doing that tomorrow if Arsenal get knocked out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I've already got the good morning.
I feel so left out here, you know.
How do you feel left out? Oh, it's Klopp, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I get a better manager, some fraud. You know what I'm saying? So he is.
You're left out. This is for bringing up 6 European Cups every time randomly for no reason.
I posted it on my Instagram the other day, actually. I posted it
you did.
Every damn time.
Every time, bro, you got 6 European Cups.
My little brother with
I'm not being funny, but like Ryan, even though Ryan's feeling left out now, like they genuinely have 6. So it's like, even
we won it for 2 years ago. We've won it recently, isn't it?
Yeah, no one don't care, man. That was all 600 days ago. Yeah,
that's also Tottenham tax. That's also Trossero tax. Like, you've got 2 taxes on that already.
Hey, let's say this Don Trossero shit, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. This guy couldn't even get Spurs through in a Champions League final in under a minute. I can't be arsed.
Yeah, because that's Spurs for you. That's what that is.
Spurs are the only team to have
and he dragged that over to PSG too.
Nah, he didn't drag that over to PSG and that because PSG ain't won shit before he got there either and that. They two in the same.
No, at least they won League One. They might not even fucking win that now with this ball job.
Nah, they win League One. You know what I'm saying? They win League One. Yeah. They win League One. Nah, they're a point off. They're a point off, innit? Or 2 points.
Yeah, they're still not top.
Yeah, it's a point. It is what it is, man. Say again?
Say again. Check PSG's next few games.
Yeah, check their next few games. And he's got to get his players in as well. This ain't his team and that. Talk to me.
Mate, have you seen the way that Lille played this season?
I haven't, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea.
Much better than PSG.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, Lille have got what's it called? Lille have got Lens away tomorrow. And PSG have Rennes. Don't know how to say that name.
Yeah.
Rennes, yeah.
It's mad. Go on.
I'm terrible. I butcher French, Like,
yeah, we know in it.
My mum and dad used to live in France, and I was just butchering it badly.
It's because you lean in like a kickstand, like NB said.
Yeah, let me not even say it. I'll let Louis read out the fixtures because me and French don't connect. Even though
you and English struggle, to be honest. But
French and sing in French.
They got Rennes next, Montpellier in the French Cup, Rennes and Brest. Yeah, it is just Brest, I think.
Yeah, Mbappe's out for a couple of weeks, so.
Oh shit! Fuck Well, they really trying to They really trying to. No Killian slander. You know what I'm saying? And that you lot can piss off with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like the player can only be as good as the guy managing him.
That's true.
Oh.
And suddenly Neymar ain't turning up on the big stage.
Neymar never. When does Neymar ever turn up on the big stage? In that?
To be honest,
that's what the Agenda FC is tomorrow. Actually,
that's what we're discussing. Champions League final.
Yes, that's the FC tomorrow. Yes, we're gonna discuss that. People, for those that don't know, we'll be discussing Neymar. It's Neymar's career, so we're not discussing his talent. It'll be Neymar. It'll be Ryan because Neymar's his boy.
All right, cool.
Neymar, that's his guy in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just think he's the Samba Salah, but we lose.
Because if he wasn't,
I do as well.
he would have had a chance.
Oh, mate. No, that's actually terrible because he can at least do some stuff on the ball. Like, fucking
Yeah.
Salah can't.
That's why he's the Samba Salah, you get what I'm saying? Because he's got that Samba sauce that Salah don't have in it. Give
So he's
Samba
just
the...
Salah
Oh,
plus
don't
a
put
bit of
Salah in
Sam.
the same sentence as
Yeah.
Neymar, man. One can control the ball, the other controls balls with his shin pads, bro. Like,
But yeah, that's what we'll be that's what we'll be discussing though. Like not him as a talent, like him as a but like his whole career and how good he is.
trampoline touch, innit?
Hey, he got you to he won you a Premier League and a Champions League and that.
Bro, watching Mo Salah makes my eyes bleed, man. It's horrible.
He isn't
to
the best.
watch.
I get to a point. I get what you're saying, and like he's not the best on that. I don't think he's as bad as you make out. Because he scored some wavy goals.
He is, he is, innit?
Scored some wavy goals, but yeah,
It's just
but-
that Mane's been even worse this season. It makes Salah look a bit better than what he actually is.
I'll take your word for it.
Even though Mane's better than
Mane's
him.
still worse this season. I reckon.
Yeah, Mane's been
Mane's
off.
been worse than
That's
Salah.
what Liverpool
Yeah,
fans
he's
are
Mane's
telling
been
me.
terrible.
Yeah,
He's been worse than
probably
him,
got, like
I'll
what,
say
5 goals in all competitions this season. He's been shit.
He's been dreadful, bro. Absolutely appalling. You're flawless. I was going to
Tottenham.
defend your Don Poch on one thing, you know.
Go
In
on.
that Champions League final against us, that penalty in the first minute was never a penalty.
Yeah, it was a bit sus, but it just made it fun.
I need to see it because I've not watched it back because you lot won it.
It's a
I've only
handball.
seen it
He
once.
just had his hand out like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
and Mane just kicked the ball
And he
into
kind
his
of hit
hand.
his shoulder and hit his arm.
Mm.
It wasn't a
ref-
penalty. Even I admit it wasn't. I weren't complaining, but it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah,
It
because
was
you
funny,
lot.
though.
Yeah, because you lot won the final. That's why I've not watched it back. That's why I've completely forgot about it. I only seen it once watching it, and then
It was a shit
That
game.
was it.
But I don't care in it.
Yeah, it was the
Shit
most
game.
boring final in years. Like people
Yeah,
will
'cause-
laugh at the win boring. I'm like, you mad?
Spurs,
Liverpool-
innit?
I
And
can't
Liverpool.
lie. Remember that the only thing that was good in that game was the invader in that pitch, you know. Remember that lady went
Yeah,
to that
the
pitch, you know?
invader. Yeah.
But yeah, like with Don Poch, like people are asking me in the thing, I just rate him as a manager and that. But people hit me up with like league on results, like I'd be following it. That's the funniest part. I get added and stuff, like what's going on in the French league. Like I have any idea. Like I don't even know who's top. Like Lille are top now. They top by 2 points.
I think it's
I know it's tight or a point or something like. I know there's like 3 or 4 teams in it.
one.
Yeah, nah, 1 point.
PSG have way better goal difference as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they're gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? And then when Poch
They're
gets his
better than
players in,
everyone
calm.
before.
When he gets rid of, you get me, he gets rid of some of that deadwood and that. He's good to go. Them fullbacks and that. You good to go? Get
Oh
some
yeah, he's
centre mids
fullback and
in.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Backer
you
or
just get rid
Baker.
of
I'd use the right back. Friggin' what's his face?
Florenzi.
Oh,
Yes. And then the
Florenzi,
centre mids ain't
yeah.
the best. Verratti's a baller. I do
Hey.
rate Guy,
Right,
but
man.
they got
Yeah,
Herrera in that.
Pereira.
Yeah, you
United
need
reject.
more.
Herrera was
Friggin-
one of PSG's best players yesterday.
And that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
'cause he
saying?
hates
And
Man City with a passion. He hates
yeah,
us.
anybody
When we
normal
got
does.
press.
Pereira
Yeah.
was
Nah,
shocking.
that little shit. I'm glad that he went out. You know what? I wish I was there so I could have. Like,
Nah, he said he did. You know what's mad? He said he did that by accident. Still.
yeah, right. He
Did
looked
what?
it.
Good roller.
Haaland
Yeah, I understand.
found it respectfully, innit? That's
Respectfully,
Oh,
what
did
in
he
it?
stiff on your badge again?
No, he
No,
didn't do it
not
again.
all
She's talking
time.
about the
He did
first
it-
time.
He did it in the derby, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
he did. I remember
Yeah,
when he
it
did it.
on purpose, but just
the
admit the
disgusting
tribalism.
badge.
Like if I walk past the Arsenal badge
Okay.
as a Chelsea fan, I'll spit on it, go back and spit on it again. But I'll
Yeah,
say
facts.
it's tribalism.
Yeah,
I'll admit
facts.
to it,
Bro,
though.
bro, when I
Yeah.
was at Flores' house, I felt like spitting out that shirt behind him, innit?
He did as well. I seen him kept looking at it, yo. We almost got battled with
Yeah, good
bottled with
talk about
JD. You know what I'm saying? I thought I didn't want to waste the JD, to be honest. You
Don't
know what I'm
worry.
saying?
Nah, he gets, Ryan, if you do that, he starts getting offended. I threw his scarf out the window years ago and he's never
Yes.
let me live it down.
Threw man's staff out the window, you know. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
like 10 years ago.
It was. That's how long I've had the green and gold scarf. So when you get dickheads like Suna saying, oh, they weren't protesting when Fergie was there, like, nah, I've had that scarf for time. You know what I'm saying? But we move in that. But yeah, that's my thing with
Yeah,
Poch. I'm waiting for him.
Norwich.
That's
when
go
you were
on.
a
Say
kid.
again.
I said that's because you supported Norwich as a kid and just kept.
So what? You
No,
said before I'm a City fan now, supporting Norwich, yeah?
No, you've got Man City pajamas. You're a bit confused, though, isn't it? Is what it is. The Man
Go on,
City
Ryan.
pajamas they are what they are, innit? I'll take a picture next time I'm at yours.
All right, cool. Ryan, go on. Say what you're saying, fam.
Ravi asked in the comments, Ryan, who would you sell at Liverpool then? Like, the list is too long, innit? But like,
Oh,
I had
yeah.
that links in the question with that I have for all of you as well. Do you Liverpool are signing Konate and will
Mhm.
probably end up signing Basuma, I reckon. Do you think with those two signings, maybe another one, and with our Inter players coming back like Van Dijk, that Liverpool could challenge for the league next season.
Do you know what I said at the start of the season this year? When people were talking about who's going to win the league, I was saying I think Man City would win it this year, just because of the way that Liverpool won it last year. I knew City would fight back.
Yeah.
And I said because Chelsea have made the signings that they've made, I thought this is when Lampard was still there. I was saying I think Chelsea would win it next year. Obviously now Tuchel's come in. I think they're more likely to win it next year than they were before.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I thought they would win it. So I don't know. I think the title race next year is going to be tight. I don't think Man City or I don't think they'll go back to back again. So I think it'll be. I think we'll still be in the race. Don't get me wrong, but I think it'll be Chelsea. Liverpool might be in there. That's the thing. I don't know.
I'm just trying to look for hope for next season. I'm just seeing what you guys are.
But this Champions League final as well will play into it because, I think it was Flawless or you. It might have been you actually, Ryan, when you said earlier that if you win a Champions League, the confidence is so high.
See how she don't want to be giving. See how she don't want to give me my credit because it was me who said that, but we moved. Carry on.
No, it was
Ryan. No, it was me because I've always said that before. Obviously, we lost the league to City by that 97 points in 18-19. But before the Tottenham final, I always remember saying if winning this Champions League final determines if we win the league next season. I was like, if we beat Tottenham, we'll win the league next season, guaranteed. If we don't, we won't because the players won't get over it. And obviously, we won the final. We went and blitzed the league the next season. So I don't know. Part of me thinks for next season, Liverpool, if we make a couple of signings, like we're bringing Konate, we'll probably get Basuma. We'll sell Wijnaldum and these guys. Maybe sign a couple more. And obviously, you get Van Dijk coming back, and part of me does maybe think we could challenge for the league, especially because I think the players and Klopp will be motivated to come back as well. So, but I think there's still, like I said, recruitment still needs to be done in the summer. To be fair, and players need to be sold as well.
I don't know, man. You're
bored, big guy. Let the big guy go.
I don't know, man. Your board kind of look edgy, The FSG thing.
Well, they are. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. They are edgy. I'm not denying our owners are bad, but I
do think that Klopp will come back, though. I don't think Klopp will have another season like this. I can't see it. I can't see Klopp just going.
That's the thing. I don't think we'll be as bad as this season.
I can't see that.
I think Liverpool. I think we'll see a reaction from Liverpool next season.
My thing.
But whether it's enough to win the league title, I don't know.
What's mad is every Liverpool fan I've spoke to, I've said you're further off than what I think you are. Because I don't think Liverpool, if I look at the team, the manager you have, and what's happened this season, I don't think you're that far off.
Yeah.
But Liverpool fans I talk to say we are that far off. We're more than just a couple players. It's not a Manchester City where they just signed a Diaz and it clicked and he slightly changed it. Whereas I think I could see you not doing it to that level.
The squad is just terrible.
But to me, then if you add 3 players, I think then and less injuries, you could be successful again. Because the team,
I think it's because of the aging squad as well. The squad is aging as well.
The squad is aging.
Robert, have they peaked already? That's the thing. Did they peak when they won the Champions League and Prem? Probably. And
I think that 3-year period you had, that's your peak.
And it's reached the end of its cycle.
Yeah, which you love to see it in
the
mud.
Manager's the only thing that gives me hope. Klopp's the only thing that gives me genuine hope.
Yes, Nippon saying.
You still have Van Dijk as well that's coming back. I know he might not be the same player straight away. I think it'll take him a while, but he's still.
I still think he'll be good enough. I've got faith in him being good enough. So.
And you've got Alisson as well. It's not like you've got a shit defense, a shit midfield, and a shit attack. You haven't.
We're bringing in Partey, but because I think that deal's close to being confirmed. But he's proper injury prone him as well. I don't know why we signed. He's a very good player, but
I did see his injury list.
Proper injury prone.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is though? It's one of them because it's I feel like if Man City go and lose the Champions League final, I do feel like they'll want to prove themselves in the league. So I don't know if it will go the way that Ryan's saying, it would. I don't know if Man City go the other way. You know what I mean? I don't know, because I think if we lost the Champions League final to Chelsea, we wouldn't then want to go and lose the league to them the next year.
I get what you're saying. You're going to get a reaction, but would the momentum be with them? Similar to what me and Ryan, and that's why I thought you were talking about me when I was saying this Chelsea and City final. The winner of that, does that give them momentum going into the title race the next season?
True.
Which it could, it might not, because they're nipping there saying title race will be between Chelsea and City, and I pretty much agree.
A lot of
If
people.
Chelsea add to their team, which I believe they will, like obviously Lewis and the big guy, they'll be able to give more detail into what exactly Chelsea need. From the outside looking in, I look at it like, yeah, striker.
They need a striker.
And that's pretty much it.
Proper DM. We do need a proper DM.
You reckon a proper DM? You don't what? We can't take Kovacic and Jorginho. That's not enough.
Kante is not a proper DM. He's not a proper DM. We need someone alongside Kante that can play it.
Like who? Give me a player type that you're talking about. Give me a type. Hey, are you Ollie? Are you fucking Ollie in disguise? Yeah, Jesus Christ, playing in DM.
Imagine if they got Pogba there next to Kante.
I can't lie. A lot of people go from Declan Rice. Nothing about you, Lewis, but who would you say?
Because you've said this, Lewis, about you needing a DM. To me, you have very good midfield options, but again, I'm from the outside looking in. So, what type of DM I'm asking, so I get a clearer, like not that player, but the type of DM you not need, like who fits the bill.
Destroyer, like Ndidi.
Right. Okay.
Tuchemeni, Sumare.
Yeah.
What about Rice?
And I know you lot. I know you lot have got through to the final. Clearly, Daniel's been drinking, and I respect that because he said Kane, Sancho, Pogba, Varane, and that. You know what I'm saying? And that he has been drinking. Whatever you're drinking, Daniel, I want. Please let me know in the comments. Man said Kane, Sancho, Pogba, and Varane. You know.
That's gonna cost a lot.
Spurs didn't give us fucking COVID.
They won't give us Kane.
Sancho might happen. They'd be more likely to sell Sancho than Haaland this season, in my opinion. Pogba, good luck. Varane, no, I don't think we get Varane anyway.
Is it just me or is
and
Rafa
basically
Varane
just
overrated?
Kurt Zuma anyway. Want an actual leader, not the same thing. Vertical jump and recovery tackle merchant.
I think he's overrated, Rafa Varane.
He's not overrated. He's not your trip.
I think he's a very good defender. He's a very good defender,
but he's still not what we need. I need a leader. I don't need another one.
Whenever I've seen him without Ramos, he just looks so shaky, you know.
We need
Garcia from Man City. He's looking to leave.
You know what it is with Varane? When Ramos is not there, who's he playing next to?
Militao or Nacho? Because Nacho played like a little bitch for 90 minutes. It's like defensive.
In general, like that's a big drop.
Change direction, fucking fall on the ground.
Yeah, that thing with him and Havertz was a bit of a mazza still. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, I just wanted to
say is that they always get into little bitchy arguments and they fall on the ground all the time. Every Spanish club is the same thing.
Yeah.
Every time they do. Yeah.
Go on, Ryan. What are you saying?
By the way, I just want to say different topic. Congratulations to Dejan Lovren on winning the league with Zenit St. Petersburg. I always said he was better than Joe Gomez, isn't it? I always said it.
No way he's had another league title.
you got another league title.
You know, better than Joe Gomez, innit?
Yeah, he's swag. You did call Joe Gomez a pacey Lovren though, so you know it's kind of not. It's not.
Lovren's better than him, bro. I'm telling you, Lovren's a better defender than Joe Gomez.
A pacey Lovren.
Pacey Lovren.
Joe Gomez is the worst centre back at the club.
Nah, Joe Gomez is a FIFA merchant.
Yeah, pacey Lovren, yo. I will never get over when you said that. That is hilarious, yo. Woo, yo, you lot get the likes up on the video. How many likes we on? Let me check. We're on 46. So get 4 more likes, get us to 50. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Yes, Shanti.
Sorry, just before I forget, this comment, right? If he wins the Champions League, he's got a Champions League, a bunch of titles, right, including a back-to-back. He's got, he'd have a World Cup.
Yeah.
Another league title.
We were talking about Mbappe completing football, but it might be Benjamin Mendy.
Benjamin Mendy.
Oh,
man's literally won a World Cup, won like 3 Premier League titles. Could win a Champions League as well, and that without doing nothing.
This is too shameless. Chelsea can't let it happen. Sorry.
Yeah, but you've got players in there. Werner would be a Champions League winner. That can't be accepted.
Timo Werner deserves to be a Champions League winner. It's Marcus Alonso, where we're like, huh? Marcus Alonso can have a Premier League, an FA Cup, a Europa League, and a Champions League trophy.
I mean, thank God we loaned out Ross Barkley. Imagine he's stat pad for the Champions League. I wouldn't be able to look at
I'd rather Ross
Barkley.
Barkley be a Champions League winner than bloody
Bring that,
Gabby
mate.
Jesus.
Nah, but he deserve it a lot more at least. It's fucking who else? Who else is gonna be
Gabby's
a bit
been
of a mad
decent
one?
in our
Kante.
Champions League games.
Imagine
is this-
Caballero wins the Champions League against Man City. That would be mad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that
Is he
that
still
would
there?
be
Wait.
He's still at Chelsea.
is that Mendy?
Yeah, he'll
with
still
that?
be in the squad.
Is that
What?
Mendy's? Is that Mendy's? Has he got World Cups,
Yeah.
Prems, FA
Yeah,
Cups?
he won the
La Liga?
league with Monaco. He won league
my
with
God.
Monaco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but League One he actually
Mad
deserves.
Another one, isn't it?
Like he played regularly in that team.
Man won league and
Yeah,
man won FA
He
Cups.
deserved that trophy in Monaco. He did. And you know what? Our first league title, he deserved that. He played really well in his first season. It's just after
He
that.
was injured
Well,
through all of it, wasn't he?
No, he came in the first season. He was really good, and then I think he got injured towards the end. But yeah, the first one he played
Yeah,
a part in.
Kante a baller though, Dante. Daniel,
Yeah,
sorry,
but the
Kante
thing
a
is with
baller.
Kante, the difference between Kante is Kante actually played in that World
Yeah, he's a
Cup.
baller. Yeah,
Like Mendy did not play in that World Cup like that.
and he was there celebrating with it in the rain. Get me with all the
Would you not
ribbons
do
over
that?
him,
Would you not do
slagging around him.
But
But then
Yeah,
people want
I
to.
don't care.
But
nah, I'm
then
not
people
doing
want to disrespect Labille for even though he's won a World Cup in it.
Yeah, because people are always going to disrespect greatness.
Oh my
innit? You know what I'm
God.
saying?
You're
That's fine.
disrespecting Benjamin Mendy, the World Cup winner, could be a Champions League winner. Like, don't disrespect Mendy. As
I ain't
long-
Yeah,
disrespect
you disrespect Labille by saying Kevin the Cross Merchant's better than him, innit?
Don't hate.
Cross
Don't hate.
merchant.
Don't hate. One of them is in the
Yo,
European
hey,
League
stop,
final,
wait,
one
wait,
in the
wait.
Champions League
Stop
final.
saying.
There's
Stop,
levels to this game.
stop saying that because you know what's going to happen in the frigging final. Over here crossing it, fucking go in again in it. So don't say that in it. Man, over here crossing it, flew in
Kevin
it.
the Merchant can do what he wants in the final, innit? Here's
Yeah,
what it
just hope as long as he don't win. Yeah,
When
fantastic and that.
Fran played Belgium in the World Cup semi-final, Labille bossed him, innit?
Of course he did.
Do you know who
Boston.
somebody mentioned it earlier in the comments and they said like Gundogan's not, I think it was Devante, said Gundogan's not been great recently, but Gundogan is the only Man City player that's played in a Champions League final and scored in a
Dortmund,
Champions
yeah.
League final. So I'm hoping that
And
out of
the-
everyone, he's actually got the experience more than anyone else. And you know what he did say, and he has said since he joined City, that if he ever gets back, you know, he wants to win it. So he's got his opportunity. Like, the thing is with me, like, I will run banter about Man City and Chelsea in the final, but the reality is these players have 90 minutes. If they want to win it, they can go out there and win it. If they don't win it, I'm not blaming Pep. I'm not blaming individuals. It's up to them. And if they lose that final, it's on them. It's on them. Because unless Pep plays some dodgy lineup and plays like Edison in midfield and Kyle Walker in net, like, I'm not blaming Pep. I'm sorry, I don't care. It's on these players. They've got 90 minutes to win it. Whoever he puts on that pitch should be winning. Should be trying to win that game. So, yeah.
Don't forget, we got
Go
you
on.
lot on Saturday. We got you lot on Saturday. Don't forget that.
That's mad. That's like a dress rehearsal for the
Uh,
For the
He
Champions
actually
League.
league that day.
Yeah.
Man,
But don't
you need a
worry,
draw
they're
or is
probably
it a
going to
win
win that
league?
one. Anthony Taylor's reffing, so congratulations on your title. Yeah, and I'll say it in advance.
I love
You'll
how he
probably
already
get a
knows the
penalty
recipe
and-
for the game.
I don't know, Aguero will stat pad another goal against us, like he always fucking does.
You know,
But yeah, they're probably winning it.
Lewis is
Fucking
not
Anthony
having.
Taylor, the egghead prick.
This Lewis is not
No,
having it, man.
he reffed the reverse fixture against us too, didn't he?
Yes,
I
he
don't
did.
know.
Yes,
Yes, he
we were so shit we didn't even have to worry about Anthony Taylor fucking us over. Lampard Tax did that for us.
Jesus. Hey, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Like I said, you can ask any question, any sport, past or present, any questions you have regarding Champions League final, the semi-finals, Europa League, Premier League games, Ryan's unhealthy obsession with Graham Potter, whatever you want to ask, you can answer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just very strange to pick the Brighton manager. That's why. Because there's just no
He's
connection.
one of the best managers in the world.
He's not even top 10 in the country.
Yes, he is.
No, yes, he is. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He definitely is.
He's
He's
when
the
we
best
did
British
the
manager by a mile.
yeah, who's second friggin' Gareth Southgate? That's not tough. You know what I'm saying? The bar's on the floor.
Howe,
I'm probably
Eddie
6
Howe.
and you're number 7. Eddie Howe, who's out of a
Eddie-
job and can't get work.
Yeah, it
Who's
happens,
hiring
innit?
Eddie Howe?
People go
So
through
who-
hard times in their lives.
Yeah, clearly. You know what I'm saying in that.
People go through
Clearly.
hard times in their lives, innit?
Eddie Howe. Who are the best? That's a great. We'll go into that then. That. Who are the best British managers currently? Oh no, say English. Don't say
Graham
British.
Potter,
Is he the best? He probably is the best English manager.
by a
Graham
mile,
Potter.
he's one of the best managers in the country.
Actually,
full
wait,
stop.
nah. I think he's
No,
clear
no,
of
no,
him.
he isn't.
No,
No, Graham Potter isn't the best English manager because he's not even English. His name's Graziano Potterino. Yeah, This
Jesus,
guy's
you've
not
been
English,
chilling with
innit?
me and Lewis for too
On
long.
the same
Fuck, you know.
Princess Patch, then is he Aj? With that name.
Shut up, yeah.
I love that, yo. Ryan said that with shut up, yeah. I said, shut up, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear your drunk self. Go on, Ryan. Carry on in it.
Not drunk. What's
Yeah, isn't it? Look at you, more wavier than seven seas. When we move.
Pep's got
Yeah,
posters
I'm
of
guilty
Graziano Potterino on his wall, bro.
Look at her. She just laid back in it. Go on. She go get some water. Go on. Say that again, fam.
Pep's got posters of Graziano Potterino on his wall.
All right. So who is the best English manager in it? Is it not Dean? Is Dean Smith English?
Yeah,
He
but
is
he's
English.
overrated.
Yeah, it's Dean Smith.
He's overrated.
Oh, Dean
Dean
Smith.
Smith.
Hey.
Dean Smith's a better manager than
Does
Graham
anyone
Potter.
realise how close he
That's
got to being
harsh.
relegated last season?
That is
It's
hard.
Yeah,
only a
but he didn't. And
Grealish
then,
thing that-
and look what he's doing this season with limited players.
He's got good
Yeah, man.
players.
Nah, but some of them are limited.
He's got much better players than what Graham Potter's got.
I'll give you that. You just have better players than Graham Potter. That's true.
Remember he smashed you like 7-2. You know that, right?
And that
Yeah,
too.
but that's because Klopp played some dumb high line in it, and that was Joe Gomez.
Battered
That was-
Klopp. You know
That
what I'm
was
saying?
Joe Gomez.
Aye.
type.
So saying Dean Smith, Graham Potter, what other English managers are around in the Premier League?
Well, Eddie Howe was, and Eddie Howe was mad underrated as well. But like,
All right, so forget Eddie Howe. We'll throw him in. That's free. Who else we got? We got Potter. We got Smith. Eddie Howe. Who else? Southgate. That's 4.
Paul Heckingbottom.
Potter. That's 5. You know what I'm saying
Hodgson.
Hodgson.
Hodgson. Is Potter better than Hodgson?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Nah, come on, Flawless. Nah, stop trolling, bro. Come on.
I'm not trolling. I don't know about that. That's a debate.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying in that? I'm not trolling. You got Allardyce, Tony Pulis. Is he better? Hodgson's a solid manager. He's not great, but he's solid. He'll keep you out of a relegation battle.
He's not better than Graham.
You just like him because he plays. You just like the fact that Graham Potter plays good football, but is it effective in that?
He plays some of the
Parker.
best football in the league.
Ain't Graham Potter just a fish and chips Bielsa? Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
He beat Bielsa last
If you
week.
not, yeah. So he beat Bielsa last week.
Scott Parker.
No, he's
Scott
played
Parker.
Scott
Yeah, so
Parker's
because he
hella
beat Bielsa,
overrated.
but he lost to Sheffield United the week before.
It happens. That's because Mopai was missing open goals.
Yeah, it shit happens, innit? You know what I'm saying? In that they still lost.
Oh, Wilder. Chris Wilder.
Yeah, Chris Wilder as well.
He
I
got
just don't see
sacked
the
this
Graham Potter.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Eddie Howe got sacked.
Worst Premier
But
League
when-
team of all time.
Yeah, but did Eddie Howe not get relegated and then get sacked? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, in
Or
all
he back
seriousness,
in.
bro, I need to go and eat now, innit?
Oh yeah, man, handle business from. No worries, Ryan.
I need to go and eat, innit?
No worries, man. We'll catch you tomorrow for agenda, yeah?
Cheers,
2
man.
p.m. Yeah.
Everyone, yeah.
Bless up, fam.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah.
You already
To be
know,
fair,
man.
Yeah.
Guy.
To be fair, Eddie Howe left because of mutual consent. You have to separate between sack and mutual consent.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair enough. I was just running an agenda against Ryan, but I hear your point. I get exactly what you're saying. We are on before we close out the show. Have we hit? Yes, we have gone over 50 likes, so big up to you lot.
We haven't talked about Man versus Foden debate, are we? Jeez.
Do you want to go? All right, go Foden. All right, you kick it off them. Because this
Oh
seems
my
to be the
God.
new one. This is like the new Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes type shit. We're going. I'll let you kick it off.
It feels hard, but both sound the same though. I don't know. It's hard to decide. It all depends on the Champions League final though. That's the debate where it ends though. At the moment, it's.
I don't know about that. Do you know what it is? Like, I watched Mount. Mount has been Chelsea's player of the season for me. I think he's been your best player. That being said, like, I don't know, like it's a hard one. Like, for me, like, Foden is just killing it. Like, from what I've seen, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Like, excuse me.
Bless
In
you.
these debates, thank you. You're always going to get people saying, "Well, this player is better," but you find that most Chelsea fans say Mount, most City fans say Foden, most Arsenal fans say Saka. So it's going to be a Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes debate where everyone kind of says, and then from most mutual people, I have seen Foden is the bigger shout from mutual fans. But yeah, everyone kind of picks their player, so it's always going to be that sort of debate. I think Foden for Man City has been doing really well. He's been one of our better players, especially in against Dortmund, he scored, I think, both winners, or one of them. And, he scored against Spurs once to win us the league. Like, he's done it, on the big stage. So for me, Foden is, one of the best players I've seen at Man City, especially at that age. So I don't know. I don't think the Champions League will be won based on Foden. I think it's going to be like a team effort. And I think the same for Chelsea. Even if they score the goal, that won't be the reason why the team wins, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens. But
Can't say United fans trying to sneak in people.
I agree with the baller. Don't get mistaken. It's just Ollie Taxon's taking him out of the conversation. Because even if you look at his numbers still now, and he's having a quote-unquote poor season, he's still put up numbers. Quality baller in that. If he's managed by one of your two managers, different conversation in that. Different conversation.
Do you know what? Do you know what's mad about Foden? Because people are saying they say Foden because he's more flashy. You know what it is with Foden? When you've had a manager that has worked with Lionel Messi, and he turns around and says that this player is one of the best players he's ever seen, then Pep doesn't say that about every player. He does say this player's great, this player's great. But what he said about Foden, he's worked with Kimmich. He brought Kimmich through. Do you know what I mean? He's brought Messi through. So to have these sorts of players that he's had and taken them to another level, and he says that about Foden. And the thing is, people argue this debate about standing out in a team, and it's if you play for Newcastle and you're the best player, you're gonna stand out because you're the best in a team that are not really performing that well. If you can stand out in a team full of superstars, Foden should not be standing out in a Man City team, if we're being honest. Because if you look at the players around him, yes, okay, he's got better players around him, but he's not good because of the players around him. He's actually standing out on his own, and you're looking at him and saying, wow. Even Haaland, after that game, Haaland made a joke with Foden and said, I'm supposed to be the one that scores the goals.
Yeah, I think it works both ways. Because Foden's as good as he is, he's outperforming. He's outperformed your wide players this season, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Probably maybe bar Mahrez, but Sterling, Bernardo Silva, and these are quality ballers. But he has Foden's special. Mount's quality too, because I was unsure of Mount. He continues to deliver. He continues to deliver, and Chelsea fans continue to say how good he is as well. So I'm okay. How do you rate Mount?
I can't lie. It's not easy debate though. It's not an easy.
He's not having it.
It's not. I can guarantee. That's going to be a split fan base about that debate.
Because I've had Chelsea fans that didn't rate Mount halfway through the season. I'm not saying that it's because whenever I watch Mount, he looks really good. That's why I say he's Chelsea's player of the season, because every time I watch Chelsea, he looks like one of the best players, if not the best. So for me, he probably is the best player at the moment. But I don't know. It's one of them. It's always going to be preference, isn't it? People that don't watch City will always say, oh, yeah, Foden's not that good. This, that, and the other. It's always going to happen. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I think, obviously, now, Foden's, his career, if things go to plan, should be unreal. Because if you look at his trophy cabinet already, it's kind of mad already. he's won more than a lot of people at the end of their career. He's got 3 Premier Leagues, or he will have by the weekend or next week. He's got 2 Community Shields. He's got an FA Cup. He's got 4 Community Shields. 4 Carabao Cups, I think. Or maybe, is it 4? I think he's got 4. I think he got a medal for all of them. Or it might be 3. And if he wins, he'll have a Champions League. So,
your thoughts on him, Lewis, because you rate him highly. Just your thoughts solely, not on the Foden Mount thing, but just Mount. Like, is he your... How do I put this now? Like, he's going to be despite who you sign in the summer, you still want him to be a mainstay of the team. Like, is he that important to your team right now? Like, he should be in the first 11 regardless.
Despite who we signed this summer, he's still the player in our front 3 that doesn't get benched regardless.
Yeah.
In our midfield, when we were playing under Frank Lampard, he was the guy in our midfield that wasn't getting benched regardless. Fact is, with this guy's work rate, it's just impossible to bench him because the job he does for the team on and off the ball is just no one else will do that. No one else will press like he does from the first minute to the 90. When he's on the ball, he's literally just so smooth, and his IQ and decision making is always perfect. Final third, sometimes he is found guilty of keeping his head down a bit when he's progressing the ball, but he's young. He'll find his way out of that, and he's not doing it nearly as much as he used to in his first season at Chelsea. You've moved him further forward under Thomas Tuchel. He's just become a lot better on the ball. He's become a lot more decisive. He's turned out in a lot more big moments as well. Scored against Madrid today, scored against Porto in the last game as well. He's always just so important to us. Like, when I look at the Mount Foden debate, I feel like they're both 2 different types of players. Like,
that was going to be my next question.
Foden plays a lot more.
What's Mount's best position? What do you think his best position is?
Really, God knows.
Where you get the best out of him.
We're genuinely playing him everywhere, and he's overperforming. In the middle of an attacking 8, overperforming. As a 10, overperforming. Played him as a false 9, still played excellent. Played him in a pivot, had 1 bad game there, and was excellent the next game. Like, the guy just adapts to any role just like that. Like, Foden, for me, he's more of an attacking player. And I think in the final third, it's definitely Foden over Mount. Like, I won't even have that debate. In the midfield third, in the middle area of the pitch, I think Mount wins that debate. And that's why I think it's more like Foden's more decisive, I'd say, in terms of, like, he can do more in the space of just, like, 1-2 touches. And that's where he wins in terms of the attacking third, because you want to be able to do what you can do in minimal touches. And yeah, he's ridiculously good for his age. But I think Mount's more versatile. You can play him in more positions and you can still get a better output from him. But they're different types of players. Like, I'm not sure what Foden's like in the middle. I wouldn't play Mount on the wings. The only time Mount's been terrible for us is when we play him on the wings. And that was at the start of the season. So that's why I think they're kind of different types of players. I don't really get the debate too much.
Yeah, I think because
let me ask you the question, Yancy. Foden, what's his? Obviously, because I've seen him play multiple positions. What do you think his best position is for Manchester City? I've seen him ball out playing different. I've seen him on the left. I've seen him on the right, false 9. I've seen him as a 10. But what do you think his best position? Like, where do you see him in the future? That's what I should say.
I think he's usually out on the left. On the left? Is it the left? The right?
Do you reckon that's his best role?
Recently, he's been balling out there. He has been. So that's what I would say. Obviously, he can play as a false 9. And he has. You know what? Like, I feel like these young players, because they're young, I feel like they're not under as much pressure. Like, if they have a bad game, no one's really going to be like, Mount shit, get him out my club. You know, Foden shit, get him out my club. So they can play with a little bit more.
You'd be
freedom,
surprised.
you know. Yeah, well, maybe Chelsea fans, but City fans, they love Foden, and so it's not going to happen. But I don't know. Like, I agree, they're slightly different players. The one thing that I'd say about Mount and why he would be my player of the season if I was a Chelsea fan is that he was falling out under Lampard. Like, when a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Lampard tax," didn't affect him. He was still good. So that's how good he is, because he didn't have that whole, oh, Lampard's here, so this is why I'm underperforming. Like, he literally was performing at this level. Maybe he's got better under Tuchel, but, he was still performing at a quality level under Lampard, and that's when you've got a quality player on your hand. But people in the comments saying, oh, Foden stat fighting trophies. He was man of the match in the last Carabao Cup final, not the one just gone, the one before. 2, he scored both goals to take us through to the Champions League semi-final in the first place. And on top of that, he scored the key goal in a Spurs game, which won us the league title. So he has done more than enough to earn the trophies that he's won. He's not stat patting trophies. He's not doing that. Like, he's literally won some of these on his, like, not on his own, but like he's been part of the team that have won it. And he's had key moments in it. It's like Sterling. Like, people can slate Sterling all they want, but Man City don't win all of what we've won without Sterling.
Yeah, he's had a massive impact. He had a massive impact.
Yeah, so it's I don't know, like, there's been so many games, and he's not gonna be, he's not gonna be the main man in our squad. Look at Man City, like, he's not gonna be the main man. But this season, when we've really needed him, he's stepped up. So I can't really fold him right now. Like, every time I see him, he just seems to get better and better. I think Pep has to take some credit for how well he's handled him, because a lot of people are saying send him alone, and he was saying no, we'll leave him here, and he's done really well. So I think you're always going to get these people that are like, oh, this player's clear of this player, but like, if you don't watch Man City every week, I don't think you can really say, oh, this player's clear. Like, I don't watch Mount every week. I just say, from what I've seen of Mount, he always looks good when I watch him. So
same
I'm not going
to Foden as well. Rinse and repeat, exactly the same.
Yeah. So I don't watch Chelsea every week, but every time I watch him, he's good. Like, that's why I'm saying he is player of the season, because every time I watch Chelsea, he's the main guy.
Like, because I had my doubts over him.
Mount Foden debates won't bring any Foden slander from me, because he's a quality player and it's easy for anybody to see. I think it all depends on your taste, to be honest, because I think there is a debate, but both are quality players.
Yeah.
I hear that.
I was gonna say that both players are definitely to be the contender, young player of the season. From my point of view.
Yeah, Mount's making a really late shout as well for it.
Did they both start for England?
They can play together.
Yeah,
they should, didn't
can play out wide, can't they?
They should.
Out in the middle.
It's definitely a debate to be had.
It depends on the formation, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Southgate got to figure that out, and because there's those two, and there's Grealish, you know what I'm saying, and Kane's in there, Sancho's in there. That's who I'm going with. I'm fitting them 5 in there, innit? Foden, Mount, Grealish, Sancho, Kane in it. Like, make that front. That's 5. Make that front 5 work in it. Do something.
You left that Rashford.
Yeah, I wouldn't start Rashford. I wouldn't start Rashford.
Jude Bellingham. Don't look at him.
England got options still.
He's a good player, that guy, and he's so young.
It depends on the system, because they're going to go with a back 3. I reckon they have to go with it. It depends how Southgate's looking to line up. I'd probably go with the back 3. Yeah, and then that way you can get one more in. Possibly.
Potential, yeah.
Possibly. But love to everyone. Oh, he's gonna say something. Go on, my guy.
No, it's hard, man. It's hard, but
it's very tough. England got options. But big up the big guy. We'll start with you. Love to everyone who's locked in. We are gonna close out the show. Let them know. Add anything you want to add before we bounce, and let them know where they can find you and what you got going on and everything.
Just watch Flawless's team tomorrow. I don't think Flawless going to have a hard time. He's going to be chill watching Arsenal. 6-1 on aggregate, so he's already booking ticket for the dance in Poland. Is it Poland?
Yeah, it's in Poland. Yeah. I'm not literally. Yeah, man. Big up. Same to you, Lewis.
Yep. Chelsea are in the Champions League final. Chelsea are also winning the Champions League final. We're probably losing on Saturday, but Anthony Taylor attacks. But yeah, Chelsea are in the Champions League final.
Yancy, same to you.
Yeah, you can find me on here.
You just want to say City are in the Champions League final. Just it's cool.
Yeah, no, just say it. Just throw it out. Just over here slowing us down like it's not 3:00 in the morning.
I know, but I've not got work in the morning for once, so it's good. But yeah, we're in the Champions League final. I'm hoping that I can go to the final. I want to be in Istanbul because I'll be way too stressed if I'm not. I might have to sleep through it if I'm here because there's just no way. Yeah, I'd rather be in the stadium. At least then you can like chill.
Anything else? Is that all?
Yeah,
Can't wait for eating the world famous kebab in Istanbul.
Yeah,
Eating off the Champions League trophy.
Do you know what? Like, what I will say is, regardless of what happens in this final, like Man City are making steps in the right direction for where I want them to go in it. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, it's 3 weeks away, so we've got 3 weeks of fucking stress now. Which is
2 days. We've got 2 days. We got Saturday.
Oh yeah, but Saturday, like, I don't think even if we lose, it's just the case of, you know, if we lose and then United lose, we still win the league, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah, you don't need to win the league this weekend. You win it next
I think
week.
we do. I'd rather we win it at home than win it away. I think.
Yeah, but there's no fans, so like, what's the difference? You could have a ground that you go to every season and think, yeah, we won the league here. Yeah, I like coming. It's good memory.
Wait, genuine question.
The Etihad. We won it here already.
Yeah, you said
Brighton, and we already won the league at Brighton. So if we win it midweek, we win it against Brighton again. So
it's all the more reason to like going to Brighton. It's a long trip, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great because then.
Brighton, I lied. It's Newcastle.
Oh, I was gonna say in it because Ryan's Graham Potter agenda be in the mud.
You can go on the night down Newcastle and look back at the city that you won the league in the Rona season.
He's got a point.
You ain't got.
He's selling it well.
You take a draw. How about a draw? We both be happy. Is a draw good? Because I just don't want Spurs getting top 4. Imagine Ryan Mason takes them to top 4. Allow it. I don't give a shit. Fuck that, man.
Yo, if Ryan Mason takes you to top 4, he might be the best money. He might be the best money Mace in the country. You know what I'm saying? And that if he takes them to top 4,
Mason out with a Champions League trophy and an FA Cup at the end of the season.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the. Well, yeah. All right, let's.
You hope it is the case.
No. I hope the Champions League. I hope you get packed in the FA Cup though. You usually got Southampton, Leicester in it. Yeah, I hope Leicester pack you lot in the FA Cup and that. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to. I need you to win the Champions League still.
Win the Champions League final.
I need them to win the Champions League. Yeah, it's peak still. Yeah.
By the way,
supporting Chelsea to overtake Man United as the second most Champions Leagues in the country.
Yeah, Chelsea coming straight for Ole's head just for the nerve of knocking him out with VAR bullshit.
Here we go.
Speaking of Ole, Prime's text me a couple of minutes ago and
what
asked us, how's your man Ole and Poch doing?
How's my man Ole and Poch doing? Ole's doing what he's doing and Poch is calm. You know what I'm saying? Poch is calm. He'll be back once he gets his own players and he'll be back and that. You got to build his team there. They'll be fine. Semi-final. All right, we go again next season and that. They'll be back. The latter stages again. That's my response to him and that. Tell him he can jump on the stream. Not now because we're closing out. But yeah, he always ducking me on streams and that. But I got the most to say on social media, innit? But I want to jump on those streams. But we move. Love to everyone.
Have a lot for Agenda FC.
Love, yeah, it's just getting him frigging on. He definitely would because he's wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking summer months. Summer months, definitely in that. 100%. Dubé says, flawless, enjoy Europa League. I can't relate. Of course, man. I'm enjoy it thoroughly in that. You know what I'm saying? I know you're stressed about Champions League. I'm enjoy it thoroughly.
Flawless already booked the ticket to Gdansk, man.
There we go in it. Call me Mr. Gdansk, you know what I'm saying? And that. But we move. Love to everyone who's locked. If you do want to become a member of the channel, please don't forget the link is underneath in the description, as well as if you want to listen to this show or any of the other shows as audio-only platforms are available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. Because you might want to listen as an audio-only platform. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Road to 3K. Make sure you subscribe to Yancy EMT. Make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis. Also, we're back tomorrow. Well, technically today, actually. We're back, Sarcasm City TV, packed schedule. You can see the upcoming live stream section there. We got Agenda FC at 2 p.m. with myself and Lewis. Ryan is a special guest. Then I'll be hosting Manchester United at 4. Then you'll get 2 watch-alongs as well. You'll get Roma versus Manchester United that I'll host. And then you will get Arsenal versus Villarreal that Cam will be hosting. And they'll be running at the exact same time, innit? So you got 4 different shows coming on the channel. And then Friday, not only will you get Gyardam City meets Manchester United with myself and Jan City discussing both Manchester clubs in European finals, you will get the preview of Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. So big fights, big nights only will be back. You know what I'm saying? And then Saturday, what's going on Saturday? City versus Chelsea, watch along. I'm trying to remember this. This is all off the top of the dome. City versus Chelsea, watch along. Then you'll get Sarcasm City podcast that night, which is a current affairs show. And then you will get a recap of the Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders fight immediately after the fight. Like 20 minutes after the fight. So if the fight finishes off 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, we will be live on here doing the show. Then Sunday, you'll get the Arsenal watch along. You'll get the Manchester United watch along versus Villa. Arsenal versus, I can't remember who they're playing, that watch along. And then the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. See, man, we stay working over here, people. We stay working. We don't stop. But yeah, man, love to everyone who's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.